Welcome back, Borgers. Sorry we've not been here for a couple of weeks. There's been major things in the happenings. A couple of quick updates. You're going to be able to participate in these videos and win some CHSB. If you have better predictions than we do, leave your prediction by commenting on this video. You got to do it within 24 hours of this video being posted. If your prediction is more accurate than ours, you're going to be in the winning for, or you're going to be competing for 500 CHSB. If there's multiple people with a better prediction or a similar prediction that is winning, we're going to draft between one of those comments. Shane and Pietro, welcome back.
Yeah, you know it. Rumors of our demise greatly overestimated. We've been here, we've been hustling, we've been working in the shadows. It's what we do.
I was about to say, Shane, there's been so much happening we've had top-up by cards launched at SwissBorg. We've had for a couple of previews, we've
That's
rolled out
huge on its own. Do you understand that integration with checkout.com is absolutely massive? Big that up. Let me hear it again.
Yeah, no, but it's top up by card now available on SwissBorg. For me as a Swede, we've actually been nearly blocked by all the major Swedish banks to enter or to deposit on Kraken, Bitfinex, Binance, Coinbase. None of them you can nearly access anymore. I have my different views. I've had discussions with Handelsbanken and some of the other large banks in Sweden. I have very strong feelings about not being able to move money where you want to, especially when it's your capital or your money. So I think this is massive. You won't give me a break. It's impossible. But Shane, I want to hear, because I know that you've been up to something when you've been abroad. I know that you've been in Dubai. Is there anything that you can share with us? I know this is early days, and I know that there is massive things in the works, but is there anything that you can share with me and Pietro and the rest of our community?
We're always progressing at SwissBorg, and we have got an awesome roadmap ahead of us with the best teams. And I think really what we're looking at is that we have our roadmap, we have our teams, but really we have a community. And what we're really trying to adopt or should I say offer out is how a community member can become more than just a community member. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of love, a lot of SwissBorg love in the house. That's all I'm saying right now. But it's exciting, and I'm jacked about it.
Community, I want you to remember that you heard it here. You heard it here first from Shane's own mouth. Maybe, just maybe, within a short future, there might be a possibility for our community members to quote unquote Shane become more than community members. I think legally that's all that we're allowed to say. So we're not going to push it further, but we're going to jump straight into it. So in addition to the challenge, we're also going to add a leadership board to these videos. So you're going to get to see what me, Pietro, and Shane are predicting. So the prediction is essentially, is the price going to go up or down based from where it's at in the next 2 weeks? You need to comment on the video within 24 hours for your prediction to be valid. We're going to jump straight into it. Are you guys ready?
Let's go.
Ready.
For the first one, we have the pancake version on the Avalanche network. We have Trader Joe. In 3, 2, 1. What is your prediction? Interesting. And I'm going to explain my point of view. Wait. It's going to make complete sense. But Pietro, you go ahead first.
Completely unexpected. I wouldn't have gone anywhere, not even sideways. For me, this is a clear up. So Trader Joe, it's a very interesting one. If you look at the DeFi space overall, and you look at the blockchains that are dominating the DeFi space, Avalanche is probably 4th or 5th, somewhere battling it out with Binance Smart Chain and with Tron. And if you look at the main DEX on there, it's Trader Joe at the moment. Its competitor is one other name, but mainly Trader Joe is the big name on there. TVL is pretty good, but especially it's completely unknown. If you go talk to anyone even slightly outside the crypto space, no one's heard of Trader Joe. The upside potential of this token and of the platform is incredible. If you believe in the DeFi space on the Avalanche chain, which we've seen also with the initiative from SwissBorg lately, right? Hedge Farm, that's also moving on the Avalanche chain in the DeFi space. very clear advantages on that blockchain as well. Trader Joe is there. It's the main one. It's there to stay. I don't see it going anywhere but up, personally.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Pietro and I are going to be right on this, of course. It's a one-stop shop, decentralized trading on Avalanche. Really, really, really bullish on the Avalanche guys. Of course, users can provide liquidity by participating in one of the yield farms and earn, which is very, very smart. And it's fast and cheap, unlike your setup over there, Alex, which I believe you're using a 4K camera. Welcome to the world of tech. But it's got really nice UX and UI as well. So bullish on Trader Joe.
Okay, and here comes my explanation, because I love the project. I'm bullish on both the chain, Avalanche, and on Trader Joe. But here's where my prediction comes into it. So over the last, just some general information first. They're looking at 8.4 million in annualized fees to date. In the last 30 days, they're looking at 694,000 in fees, which has gone down about 44%. Now we're looking at month to month. So we're comparing it mostly to like a bull market compared to the bear market that we're currently in. However, fees generated by the protocol has nearly doubled if I look at the last 7 days. Now they started to go down a little bit as well, but the price has been, this has been priced into the token. So the price in the last 7 days has gone up by 13.21%. That's not as much as the fees have currently gone up compared to the previous 7 days. So what I'm saying is that the fees has gone up, yes, but they've started to come down a little bit, and the price has gone up, but not come down as much. So my prediction is in the next 2 weeks, the fees and the price in accordance to the fees, or the PF ratio, will become better. It's currently sitting at 13.4, which is really, really good. But compared to how good it was 1.5 weeks ago, I think that's going to be the new trend baseline for Trader Joe. So I think that might go down another 5-10% and find that correlation again with the fees generated from the protocol. That's why I'm going to put in a price alert when Trader Joe, depending on when this video is released, I shouldn't say too much, but having a price alert somewhere around 0.2 would be interesting. Would definitely be interesting. So love the project, love the chain. The project is going to do well, but the price in the next 14 days might see a correlation of around, in my opinion, 10%. That's what I have to say about it.
Let me just come back on this, because you've put up a good argument, but there's a real good saying in old traditional finance. It's called "Don't be a dick for a tick." And so what you're really trying to do, right, is you're trying to bottom pick this, right? Like, you know, and so you want to say, "Oh, I got it at the absolute low." Your problem right now is not going to be getting that at the absolute low. Your problem is going to be able to hold this for a long-term serious hold. And if Pietro's thesis plays out, it's not going to worry if you got it down 5 or 10%. You got to be in it, Stockholm boy. And my fear is that you're not going to be in it, and this is going to be one that got away. And me and Pietro are going to be in it and are going to win. So stop being a dick for a tick. Get your money out. Dollars cost average in. Get the trade on, will you?
I love this.
Okay, Shane has a valid argument here. I got to give it to him on that. But we will see on the leaderboard who's right and who's wrong. That's the beauty with the leaderboard.
That's what price alerts are for.
True. But it is, in my humble opinion, no financial advice, a great project that I'm looking at building my bag on, not missing it. And I think Shane and Pietro have a very, very valid strategy that is very good to adopt. Now, we got to move on. We have MakerDAO, and we have about 2 minutes to summarize this. So MakerDAO in 3, 2, 1. What do you guys think? Interesting. Okay.
All different.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know how we assess this, by the way, because if I go sideways, how much % up or down can it go to be considered sideways, you know? It's not
community. Let us know in the comment. I would say not more than 5-10%, but I let the community decide in the comments.
So very quickly, this is I know you love to say behemoth. I'm going to use it this time. This is the behemoth of the DeFi space. By far the biggest by TVL. No other platform really comes close to it, at least at the moment. Lido it's approaching, but it's liquid staking, so it's a little different. It's the behemoth MakerDAO that creates the stablecoin DAI, which everyone's obviously very familiar with. By far the biggest by TVL. No other platform really comes close to it, at least at the moment. Lido is it's approaching, but it's liquid staking, so it's a little different. It's the behemoth MakerDAO that creates the stablecoin DAI, which everyone's obviously very familiar with. I don't see the upside potential or the attractiveness as much as some of these newer, more nation platforms like Lido that I just mentioned, like Trader Joe, for example. I expect Maker to trade somewhere. If it goes up or down, it would be between the 5%, not any more than that. And that's why I didn't go up or down. I think it'll trade pretty stable compared to the other ones, especially Trader Joe that we just said.
Yeah, I think I'm bullish on what they do rather than the token itself, particularly DAI, right? A better, smarter currency can be used by anyone, anywhere, anytime. I think when you're looking at DAI and stablecoins in general, of course, you want to have counterparty with quality, and they allowed you to provide that platform on the Ethereum blockchain, obviously pegged against the dollar. I think it's a great project and a testament to the guys of what they've built. That's it from me.
Okay, and now I'm going to explain myself. I feel like that's what I'm doing on these shows. No, but love the project, right? They're a DeFi behemoth, as Pietro said. They've been around since the earliest day of DeFi. They provide a real value to the space. They are one of the sort of what I would call like the infrastructure, like the fundamental pieces in this DeFi space that we're in. When it comes to price predictions, though, because that's what the game that we're in, I want to share some numbers, right? On the 22nd of September, the price was 594, and the fees generated in that day averaged about 34K. If we're looking at it today, the price is 915, and the fees are 31.1K, right? So the price has gone up more than 20%, something like 24% in from nearly 600 to 900, and the fees have actually gone down from 34 to 31. Yes, this could be one of the, I'm not going to quote Shane, but one of the don't be a beep for a tick, or however that saying went. But I do think that there is a price correction, because when I look at MakerDAO's price over a longer time frame, like 180 or 360 days, it does correlate a bit with the fees generated from the protocol. And right now, they're diverging. They're separating a bit from each other. I think a correction in the next 14 days is due. I think they've ridden a bit of the ether pump that we saw in the last couple of days. Very understandable. A lot of the altcoins do that. I look forward to when the market becomes more and more mature and we have more and more divergent from the ETH, so that there is less correlation with the altcoins and ETH. But that's currently the situation we're in. I think maybe not 20%, but at least a 15% correction in the next. If the question is 14 days or in the next 30 days, I do not know, depending on if ETH continues to pump or dump. But we'll see. That's why price, I'm negative, but I love the fundamental services that provide for the DeFi space. That's everything for me. I'm going to be quiet now. Pietro or Shane, any final words?
No, man. I mean, you put down a marker right there. Get out your crystal ball. Let's see what happens here. Mystic Mac. This guy predicts these things, yeah? It's the crypto ball. That's what we're going to call it. Not the crystal ball, the crypto ball.
We will see. We will see. Okay, boys, thank you so much. I know that you have work to get back to, so I'm going to leave you through it and see you again in 2 weeks. And then we also have the leaderboard. Take care.
Take care.
Boom. Thanks, guys.